Hello everyone and welcome to a new YouTube video here on my channel. In this video I will be giving you a few key combinations that I use for every single build. This might include some keys that you already use for every single build, maybe not, maybe you don't know any of them. But let's get to the video. Also, if you like it, you leave a like and subscribe and ring the notification bell for any more content, maybe Sims content here. So the first thing that I always recommend you to do before starting a build is do Ctrl+Shift+C. It zooms out for some reason here. bb.move objects on. Press enter and then the cheat is on. Always do that. So let's get to the first tip. And the first tip is about paint actually, or about any object. So if you get a wall, you can of course drag it like this. But if you actually hold down shift, it will do everything. If you have any object, like let's say I want a lot of fridges, okay? I want a lot of fridges, like when you place a fridge down, you have to reselect it with a lot of items this is. But if you hold down shift, you can see I can place a lot of fridges, which is really handy for like landscaping or when you place a lot of items all together. Like certain items will do that automatically, like these, but something also like columns won't. So it's always handy to know that tip about placing objects or windows. Let's get a window real quick. The second one is F5 will let you place all objects on half the space that they normally do. Like if I get a window real quick, you can see like I can place here. 1, 2, 3, 4 heights are there on this. If you press F5, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places, or like 8 if you really want to. And this works with practically any object as well. As you can see real quick, if I get a counter here, with F5 you will see that it will place it on a full tile or a half tile. If you press F5, you will place it on a quarter of the tile in both directions, okay? So you can place it like this, which is really handy. Also about the move object sheet, it's for placing objects within each other, like in each other. So just so you know. Another one is to play, if F5 isn't enough for you and you want to place objects even more freely, you can hold down Alt and then you can see that I can actually place objects anywhere on the grid. This works for, I believe, practically any object. Wall objects, floor objects, ceiling objects. Like it doesn't work for walls, okay, it doesn't work for columns, but it works for landscaping, which is really handy. Like you can place like really a lot of things like this. If you use this as Sims 3 camera, you can also use Alt to freely rotate any object, which I also really like with landscaping. This is a lifesaver. So that's a real quick thing to know as well. And then you might feel like with certain landscaping, especially if we get well, let's say this bush, like you want to place this bush in your garden, but you think like this is a huge bush and it is really big. If you use the two bracket keys along the P, you can resize any object to a certain degree. Sizing down works like, no, well, this is like really small, like I don't know why you would want it smaller than this. This is probably the size that you would normally use it at. But you can like infinitely size objects. Like look at this, is ridiculous, I know, but it works. Yeah, you can infinitely size this, and to a certain extent, you will also see the size on the world map, um, which if you want to, you can make a lot of shade in the in the neighborhood, or like any other thing. And then another, my last tip is going to be about placing objects on surfaces that you can normally not place objects on. So let's get let's get maybe this bookshelf. Okay, let's say you want to use this bookshelf, and then you find a really nice plant, like this one, like this really nice plant, but you think like, I can't place it. I want to place it on this bookcase, but you can't. Well, if you hold down Control and press 9, you can and have the Move Objects cheat on, okay? You can actually raise items really easily. And then if you like think, oh well, I made it too high, you can actually press Control 0. The control is sometimes needed actually, because if you press 9 or 0, it maybe will turn around the camera for some reason. So hold down Control and then press those keys, and then you can actually make it like, well, I want it to be there, and then you can actually place items that you couldn't place on there before, place it on them. And this is like useful for a lot of items, and you might think, well, what are you going to do with this one? Well, I'm real quick going to size it down. Look at how cute it is right now. Then I'm going to actually raise it, and then I think, well, this is a little bit static. I have the Sims 3 camera on. Hold down Alt, and you can actually freely rotate it and place it like that. Look at how cute this plant becomes if you place it like that. And I didn't really give a lot of examples in this video, I know, but I honestly think that you can just experiment with these five key combinations. Like, just try. Like, you have to think about objects way more differently. This one also cannot place in here. Well, I want it here, okay? Like, I want it next to this plant. There you go. You can also like get what I've done a lot with a plant from Island Living, if I recall correctly. This plant, I would actually like size it down to make like kind of a set of plants. Look at how cute that becomes if you just kind of change it like that. And you can like make a lot of items have way more use by using these 5 keys. Like the keys that I actually noted in this video are the Alt key, which is next to the spacebar on most keyboards, I believe. The F5, which is like a function key on the top of the keyboard if you couldn't find it. Well, the 9 and the 0 are on the top row below the F keys. The bracket keys are next to the P and the Enter key, I believe, on most keyboards. And the Shift key is above the Control key and underneath the Caps Lock key, or under the Enter key on the right side. Also, as a side note, as I said, the 9 and the 0 need move objects. They will not work without move objects, nor but maybe like turn out, like if I right now press, okay, well, I'm right here. If I press 9, it will do this with my camera, okay? And if you hold down Control and press 9, nothing will happen. If I press 0, nothing happens right now. But 9, it will just turn around my camera like this. You don't want that, so remember to hold down Control. So that are the key combinations that I am going to be giving to you in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Comment if you have any suggestions or feedback. Leave a like if you like this video. Share it with the people you think should see it too, and subscribe and ring the notification bell to get notified of any more Sims content here on my channel. And well, that's what I wanted to tell you and then I will say to you, bye.